What if I told you that the media is lying to you about Israel targeting a church in Lebanon? Well, keep watching as I'm going to expose exactly what happened. So this is just some of the headlines claiming that Israel targeted that church, but they went even further. They claimed Israel targeted health workers.
5 health workers were killed by an Israeli airstrike last night
in the Tyre district.
So what actually happened? Well, I'm going to show how the media is pushing propaganda from a Lebanese militia, and then I'm going to debunk the lies. They want you to believe that Israel bombed the church and then killed rescue workers. But is it true? Let's start with the church. It's located in the Lebanese village of Derdiriyah. But this isn't any old village, and this isn't any old church. Let me explain. This is the church in question, and on multiple occasions they've honoured Musa al-Sadr, the founder of a violent Shia militia called the Amal movement. So what is a Christian church doing honouring an extremist like this? Well, the village is a mixture of Shias and Christians. Here's the mosque, and here's the church. By itself, that doesn't mean much, but the village has a history of militant activity. Earlier this year, a Hezbollah operative, Ali Hijazi, was killed in clashes near the border. Guess where his funeral was held? You got it. It was held where he lived, right here in the village. Hezbollah's regional leadership were present at his funeral, but the media wants you to think that this is just a Christian village. It isn't. This is a village with a violent record, but that still doesn't explain a strike on a church. So let's investigate the strike. This is footage from the aftermath. The target? A building directly behind the church, not the church itself. In this footage you can clearly see the church is still standing, but this building certainly isn't. The damage that the church did incur was secondary, which left me wondering, why did Israel target the building behind it? Now, if I trusted the media, I'd assume Israel was targeting rescue workers inside, but I don't, so I decided to investigate. I started by looking into the names of the 6 confirmed casualties, and something didn't add up. These victims didn't strike me as innocent bystanders. Every single one of them had ties to Amal, which is why 5 of their coffins were draped in the Amal flag, and the 6th, Joseph al-Badawi, well, he was a Christian, but strangely he's seen here raising the Amal flag. But it got much worse. Realizing that they were connected to Amal, I headed over to the Amal Facebook page, only to find that they'd literally named Bassem al-Musawi and Mohammed Nazal as 2 of their militants. Here are the Suwa al-Shahada. In fact, in one of the posts, they claimed that al-Musawi was the leader of a terror cell that had previously clashed with the IDF at Wadi al-Hujjar. Are you following? The IDF wasn't targeting health workers or churches. They were neutralizing militants. Why didn't the media report any of this? This is basic journalism. I guess in their rush to demonize Israel, they failed to do the most basic of due diligence. And by the time that I could correct the record, the damage had been done and the news cycle had already moved on.